I'm Dan Gilvezan, and I voiced the little yellow Volkswagen Bumblebee.
Dan Gilvezan was born in South St. Louis, Missouri, just a stone's throw away from the legendary Anheuser-Busch Brewery. The oldest of 3 children, Gilvezan's penchant for performing became apparent at an early age when he began charging the neighborhood kids a nickel apiece to attend impromptu talent shows in his parents' garage. Following this auspicious beginning, Dan had built an impressive acting resume by the 8th grade. But it was his turn as Harold Hill in a high school production of The Music Man that had the acting bug truly take hold. A graduate of Webster University in Webster Groves, Missouri, with a BA in drama, Gilvezan moved to Los Angeles and found that achieving fame and fortune in Hollywood wasn't going to be as easy as he had imagined. In his own words, "It was when I saw all these character actors I had watched on TV as a kid, who I had always imagined living in mansions in Beverly Hills, standing in line at the unemployment office, that the realities of this business truly hit me." After a time of working odd jobs just to keep food on the table, lightning had finally struck when he won the role of Spider-Man in the NBC Saturday morning series,
Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
This is gonna be harder than knocking out some tin robots. How did I get talked into this?
He also provided the voices for Buzz Mason and Arachnoid. Later, on Pound Puppies, he would go on to voice the lead role of Cooler.
Cooler and the crew. Wait a minute, don't move one Marvy Poo muscle. You're just the cat I've been looking for. You're perfecto, tremendo, not to mention stupendo. I'm gonna make you a star.
In the short-lived Sectaurs series, he was the voice of Dargon.
The Shining Realm will never be lost. We'll eat first, then make our way to the Citadel of Shadows.
In Gem and the Holograms, he was the voice of Sean Harrison.
And that was a great song. Who wrote it? Can you charm the birds from the air, then? Have you got this way with all animals?
And Fitzgerald Beck.
Jem, surely you understand. I'm just trying to make this the best video you've ever done. Great art doesn't happen without suffering.
In Dino Riders, he was the voice of Questar.
But then, nothing has been easy since we left Valoria. The path would take the concentration of each and every Dino Rider. If Trulos were to strike during the trial by path, we would all be destroyed. As their leader, I can't risk their safety just to prove my innocence.
In the Pride of the X-Men movie, he was the voice of Colossus.
It is good, little one. Colossus like rain.
In Ring Raiders, he was the voice of Victor Vector.
It goes back a long way, Cub. Before Scorch changed, when he was fully human, we were at the Top Flight Academy together.
In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he was the voice of Brick Bradley, aka Bugman.
Michelangelo. Peace, my brother.
Like, dude, what are you doing in this place?
After people found out I was Bugman, I was hounded by fans, reporters, would-be supervillains. But thanks to the meditation techniques I've learned here, I've found inner peace.
Bugman lives again!
All right, dude! Now, get rid of those termites!
Hear me, fellow insects. Leave this place. Go back to where you came from and never harm anyone again.
He also provided the voice for Rondo. In the animated all-new Dennis the Menace, he was the voice of Henry Mitchell, Dennis's father.
You gotta come see something.
No, we'll do it tonight, Dennis. I'm in a hurry. I've got a really big day at work. Bye.
And in G.I. Joe, he was the voice of G.I. Joe pilot Slipstream.
Now to head back to the Flag and a hot meal. Come on, Cobra. If you want me, all you gotta do is catch me.
And of course, the reason I was inspired to make this video. In Transformers, in addition to many others, he voices the leader of the Protectobots, Hotspot.
Hey, cool your transistors.
We're already on our way.
Protectobots, transform!
Scamper.
Grimlock says he sniffed lots of dinosaur transform static at Fort Knox.
Throttlebot Roll Bar.
Decepticons?
Yeah, you know, roll bar, big ugly guys made of metal. Want to melt us all down into scrap?
I know who they are. I just wonder what they're up to.
Snapdragon. Outback.
There are no Decepticons in my country!
Let's see if the Decepticon detector knows something that you don't.
And of course, Bumblebee.
Your report will be of extreme importance.
I'll do my best, Optimus Prime. Bumblebee out. Wow, I didn't know the big guy thought that much of me.
He's even voiced Bumblebee as recently as 2015 in the Transformers Devastation video game.
Let's go! Blitzwing's not down yet.
I think the whole concept of the Transformers is incredibly appealing. You have a group of creatures, not humans, but creatures, who are dedicated to one another. They look out for one another. And I think especially for kids, kids a lot of times feel excluded from things. I know I did when I was younger. And I think to watch a show like that where everyone takes care of one another, everyone cares about one another, everyone has everyone else's back, I think it's a really appealing sort of concept.
His live-action television appearances are too numerous to mention, but include reoccurring roles on Diagnosis Murder, She-Wolf of London, and the FX series Baskets. Expanding into the world of the written word, Dan is the author of Bumblebee and Me, Life of a G1 Transformer, a memoir of his time working on the seminal series, as well as the novels Drowned in the Grenadine and Soul.
And I just remember sitting out in the anteroom with the rest of the actors waiting to come in, and Scatman Crothers, who was as close to me as you are, playing his guitar and scat singing, and I thought, they're paying me for this. This is crazy. And it was the best time. And then somebody like Frank Welker, who had done stand-up, would do jokes. I mean, it was a really, really fun time. And I think, my suspicion is, that energy that we were enjoying ourselves, I think went into what we were doing in the show. And I think that's another part that's kept the whole G1 phenomenon alive.